Assalamualaikum. Hey guys, welcome to our channel Travel with Sophia, where we post about Canadian immigration and our vlogs about our Canadian life with 3 kids. First of all, guys, why we were not making videos all this time? It's been quite a while since we posted any serious videos because you all know the situation all over the world. Got many queries regarding this thing that should we travel to Canada at this time. So I thought of making this video and explaining each and every situation, what's happening here. And as you all know from my previous videos that we were supposed to travel, we were going on a vacation, the whole family, to Pakistan, but at the 11th hour we made this decision of not going. So I'll discuss all the reasons why we did not go to Pakistan and why you should not come to Canada at this time. Is first of all, why we did not go. As you all know that a few days back we were having some symptoms of our children and us. We were having symptoms of cold and flu, and we went to the hospital to get ourselves checked, and that was around 12th or 13th of March, and we were supposed to travel on 25th of March. We went to the hospital, we got ourselves checked, and we were told to self isolate. So at that time our tickets were booked, everything was booked, and even I would say like a few days back my husband also booked his ticket. We booked our tickets. My kids and I were supposed to travel on this date, and we booked our tickets quite a long time back, like it was I think in February, start of Feb, that we booked our tickets. And at the mid of March, my husband also decided that he would accompany us. He took vacations for 1 month, and he was supposed to go there, spend the time with us, and then come back alone. And we were supposed to stay for long. Then we were told to self isolate by the hospital. So we came home, we got the groceries for a full month, and we stayed home for almost for 1 week. And then suddenly the travel restrictions kept, every day there was a new rule coming up that travel to, I think the countries that were banned from travel were China and Iran at that time. But then everything started stopping, there's a ban one after the other. So every new day a new rule was coming up. So we were very confused regarding we should travel or not. But then my husband and I, we discussed that the possibilities, and the possibilities of going there and the possibilities of coming back. So being a medical doctor, I would say that I knew what the consequences were and would be in the coming days, in the coming months, and how this thing can spread. This is going to spread tremendously, and to a greater extent what the situation is right now. So we had to make a decision at that time. Still we had we had 10 days to travel, and if we wanted to cancel our flights, this was the best time to do it. The more you reach towards the flying date, what the airlines would do, they would charge you more and more. So we found out, we called our airline, PIA, and we asked them that if we cancel right now, what will be the cancellation charges. So they told us we have to pay $300 per person. So we said okay, fine. We calculated it was around $1,200 that we had to pay for the four of us. So we said okay, fine. We paid around 4,500 for the tickets. In total, yeah, that was coming up to, I think, $1,200 per person, and one was infant. So that's how the calculation goes. So we even asked them that what happens if we cancel our flights a few days afterwards. So they told us that if you come in the span of 48 hours or 72 hours, you will have to pay $480 or something, or double the amount that you will be paying right now. So we had to decide there and then. Guys, we thought that we were looking at the consequences, what will happen in a few months, in 1 month afterwards. What happens if we go to Pakistan and suppose we are stuck there. There will be a travel ban overall, from all the countries, and we cannot come back to Canada. So what happens in that case? In that case, we would have been stuck in Pakistan without jobs, without benefits, and okay, fine, we have our homes there, our parents' homes where we could have stayed, but then the scenario would have been very much difficult for us because we did not have jobs over there, and in this time we could not go out and look for jobs because both our parents are elderly, so we cannot just go out and look for jobs. Dangerous place right now would be is the airport, so traveling was a no for us. Definitely, we decided that we will not travel because if we travel, we will have to go to Pakistan and we have to self isolate ourselves. We cannot meet the parents. We have to, be going there. The children will be very irritated in this position because they can, okay, fine, they're in Canada, everything is normal for them. We cannot explain the situation. We cannot explain the situation to them that why we are self isolating, why we are not going to meet their maternal grandparents, my sisters, why we cannot go out with them. So it would have been a very difficult situation for us, and to self isolate there, 14 days of quarantine. And while coming back, we did not know that after 1 month the flights would operate or not, my husband would be able to make it back or not. So he had his job here, so it would have been a very difficult situation which we did not want to take a risk about. So we decided to stay back, and we cancelled our flights. We paid around $300 per person, as I said. And this was the best decision that we could have made, because definitely flying, uh, the aeroplanes, the airports, these are the most, I would say, dangerous and at risk places right now. Coming to the topic that why you should not come to Canada right now is that there are two situations: either you are waiting for your COPR, either you are waiting for your passport stamping, or you are waiting for your or you have booked your tickets and resigned from your jobs and you are all ready to travel, probably in April or May or whatever. So either if this is the condition, or if you are still waiting, to book your flights, or let's take a step back. In either case, guys, stay back where you are. If you have resigned from your jobs, or you haven't, if you haven't resigned from your jobs, please do not resign right now. The safest place and the most ideal situation is to stay where you are, whether you are in India, whether you are in Pakistan, or you are anywhere in the world, in your own countries. It's first of all, it's you are earning your you have a job, you have a stable income. We don't know what the future holds for us, for everyone. There are so many layoffs that are happening in Canada. Like, for example, my friend is working for an airline company, and just now she told me yesterday that their company has laid off 4,500 employees. So it's a very critical situation for everyone. Guys, now coming to the scenario where you fly here, what will happen? Everything is closed here except for major groceries and restaurants for takeaways, and people are not dining in. And the basements, apartments, people are not willing to show you because everybody is very much reluctant to show you. Nobody, because we searched for an apartment in March, so nobody was willing to let us in. They are ready to the landlords are ready to waste these months, 1 month, 2 months, whatever the condition is, but they are not willing to take a risk by letting someone enter and see the house and everything. So because definitely this is like exposing yourself to others. What happens when you come here? You will be living in an Airbnb, and also Airbnb is also not the apartments, the owners are not giving their apartments, their houses for rents, for short-term rents. So your accommodation would be the biggest problem. Then how will you go about, going to different places. You will come here, you will not believe me, you cannot sit at home. From the very next day, what we did, like when we landed here as new immigrants, when our first time landing happened, we had to, the very next morning we stood up, we went for the SIN numbers, for the, you know, for different for getting a SIM card, for getting different things, like, you know, applying for our health cards, applying for our PR cards. So there were so many different things that we had to do, and you just cannot come and sit at home. Even if you're coming to a friend's home or a family friends or relatives home, you cannot just come here, and you cannot just stay at at home, as there are so many different things. For everything you have to go out of the house. You cannot go because the public transport, or definitely you will not have a car or driving license. So what happens if you go for public transport? The public transport are not working normally, they are not functioning normally. So you'll be stuck at home, and definitely you will be doing groceries and everything. So for even for that, it will be very difficult for you, because you will not have a car, and you will be using up your savings in Indian or Pakistani rupees, whatever currency you have. So it's always better to stay back home and use your savings there. First of all, because there definitely you'll have your home, and if you convert your Canadian currency into Indian or Pakistani currency, definitely you'll be spending less amount, and it will be cheaper for you to stay there. Now, one more thing, what people have asked me, that their medical is expiring or their visa is expiring. Medical, you can always get it done again. For visa expiry, Canada government has been so helpful regarding these matters, that you can always go to your CIC account, go there. There are different I think there is a web page which you can fill in, and you can just, you know, mention that you cannot travel because of so and so reason, that you are afraid and you are scared, that, you know, because everyone knows that it's very scary to travel right now. So first of all, there is a travel ban. Even if they allow flights in between, it's better for you to stay back. So you can always write down your reason for not traveling, and asking them, requesting them for extending your visa, and they'll definitely do it. They are doing it, but you have to fill in the form. Just contact the authorities and ask them for extension. They are doing it. They are very helpful regarding this thing. No problem regarding that. Okay. And now, say for example, even if you come here, what happens? You'll look for jobs. You have to go out, you have to give interviews, but first of all, businesses are shutting down. So many businesses are laying off people. Believe me guys, it's the survival is difficult right now in this situation. So even for the people who are living here, so it's very difficult for you to come here and look for jobs. But the businesses right now, they have stopped their hirings, because nobody knows what the future holds, what's going to happen. So we might even go towards a complete lockdown in the country, like other countries, or there'll be a curfew or whatever. So it's always better to stay where you are. I think I've covered all the points that are required to answer your queries. If I've left anything, just let me know. You can post your comments below, or you can post your queries under this in the comment section, and I'll surely answer them in another video, or I'll reply there and then. So guys, I hope you make the wisest decision for yourself and for your family. And but my sincere most advice is what I've mentioned in the video. So thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe Travel with Sophia Jib for more Canadian updates. Bye bye.